Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to another week in the life of running our dealership, NG Supercars.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and over there is Randy. And he is replacing brake calipers. Well, putting them back on. Because we had to get them painted, and then we realized that they put the logo upside down on two of them, and so we had to get them repainted. I like when you have to get them painted twice. That's really efficient. We've got some cars that we're going to be working on this week. I am flying out to go look at another car tomorrow, so yet another busy week. We have a 458 that we bought that's supposed to get picked up, I think, today, so we should have that later this week, I think. And then I'm going to look at a 458 in Daytona. I'm going to Daytona Beach, Florida, and I'm actually staying at the Daytona, which is right across from Daytona Raceway. I've actually never been there. I figured if I'm going to stay in Daytona and the hotel that's on Daytona is the same price as the hotel that's next to the airport, I might as well stay at the one that's at Daytona, because race cars. Although I don't know if there's anything going on at Daytona. Probably not on a Tuesday in the middle of the week. Yeah, well, anyway, I'm supposed to get the parts for that car today. So hopefully we can get that car wrapped up, drive the crap out of it, make sure it's happy, and send it on its way to its owner. That would be great. Jeff sold 355. We got to swap out the exhaust components and clear check engine light for Nick. And then this should get shipped out later this week. That should be not a big deal. That car, I need to order one more part for it, but otherwise things are progressing. And over there, we got John's car needs also a part that we are trying to get expedited. So that 430 and this 430, I ordered over $6,500 of parts for them Friday. So I don't know when we'll get those parts, but that's just kind of like the first round of parts that we need to put into this thing. I'm sure it's going to need other stuff. Yeah, we're going to have to spend some time on it. We're supposed to get the conversion kits for that car and two others, I think, today or tomorrow. They're supposed to be done today. So we can finally get started on that car. And that car, we're waiting on the dashboard to come back from leather. Should be soon, I hope. So then if that's true, we can get that car put together and get it out the door. And of course, like I said, we got tons of parts coming for that car. So yeah, it's basically everything here is service right now, except for that 430 and that 430 are ours. And we got the two 458s. Well, one 458 that we bought, it's supposed to get shipped. Another 458 that I'm going to go look at. And actually there's a Bentley Bentayga that we did a pass-through deal that I'm supposed to get shipped out hopefully in the next day or two, so you guys might see that thing. Okay. All right. And we're supposed to get on trade a McLaren GT for that thing. So if one of you has been looking for a McLaren, well, we'll actually have one. And I'm trying to think if that's kind of it. It's actually strange because the shop was so full and so crazy, and now it's kind of working its way towards empty, but we still have a pretty good backlog of service. So that's kind of where we're at right now. But I guess we need to find more cars. There's a lot of cars that are currently in the middle of transactions, so that's actually a little bit strange. So I'm going to hop on the computer, get going. Randy's going to keep wrenching on stuff, and I don't know. We got to see what happens today. Progress, that's right. Lots of progress. So I'm hoping we can get ahead of the ball, because next week we're going to the Tail of the Dragon. So we won't even be here. So not much is going to happen at the shop next week, but we are going to drive the hell out of cars. So that should be pretty fun. Oh, and this Saturday is the first Saturday of the month. So we have our first Saturday meet. So actually I need to send out some reminders and tell people about that. So we'll get on top of that. All right, YouTube. It is, holy crap, it's 2:17. I don't know what's happening today. The day's going very fast. Things are crazy. And I haven't been able to do nearly anything that I want to do. But we have a very nice box that arrived shortly ago. Oh yeah, look at that. Machina Motorworks. And oh yeah. 3 more kits. One for that car. One for a car that's not here. And then another one for a car that's getting some stuff done to it before it gets here. So nice. Those 3 are spoken for. Work for you.
Need time and space. I need a dash for that one.
Oh yeah, the dash is still in progress, hopefully soon. But as soon as we get the dash in that car, we basically just need to drive it, adjust the cables, and it's probably good to go. That car, yeah, the AC thing we got for it had the same issue as the old AC thing, so it's like an AC module. Turns out they're kind of unobtainium, so
They all seem to fail.
apparently it's a really common failure point on the 360s is this little module that's behind. It's not the actual like controls, it's the thing that the controls control that then controls the AC.
It's climate control.
It's a climate control.
Quit calling it a thingy.
It's a
Making
thingy.
it weird.
You got a little thingy? It's a thingy in a box. Well, apparently they break really frequently, and they're kind of unobtainium right now. So, yeah, we got a used one, and it had the same exact problems as the original one. But we did test another one out of a 430, and that one worked. So we're not sure. Anyway, we're gonna figure it out. We'll get it figured out. So hang tight. More stuff going on. We're gonna get shit done. Well, YouTube, it's late in the day. It's like after 5. I didn't get shit done today that I wanted to get done. Today was kind of a disaster. Ended up with way too many distractions, and I was not effective, and I don't like that. I hate that. That's kind of a frustrating kind of day. I mean, stuff that had to get done, but it's just not the stuff I wanted to get done. So, like, I was hoping to film a bunch of YouTube content, and I didn't film anything other than this vlog. So I'm behind the game on that. And admittedly, my voice is kind of going out. I don't know what's going on. So I'm having it's kind of hard to talk right now. So probably a good thing. And I just, what's weird is sometimes when I'm filming some of these videos, if I'm not in the right frame of mind, I don't want to film them because I don't think it's going to come out very good. I'm not going to be on my A game. I'm not going to be excited or, enthusiastic about stuff. I'm going to be distracted. And so the videos just don't come out as good. So I was like, I kind of need to wait till tomorrow. Hopefully I can film a little bit before I go flying out to Daytona. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to come in here, try and film a bit before I leave for the flights, and see what I can get done. Maybe put a couple in the can so we can get them edited. But I guess that's it for today. So appreciate you guys. Yeah, that's the reality of how it is here. Things change so fast. So many things change every single day. It's never what you expect. You try and do the best you can. But yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully we can have a better productive day, and hopefully we can get some good luck with the car in Daytona tomorrow. So we'll bring you along. We'll see you guys. Good morning, YouTube. It's actually already 10:30 in the morning. I decided to work on the computer first and then film because I was trying to get caught up. I have just parts I need to order. Got to keep Randy happy. If you don't keep Randy happy, he gets all irate and mad at me, and
No progress.
I get it. He's trying to do his job, and if I don't have the parts here, he can't do his job, and he goes, "Meh."
The money's on the other side of the parts.
So actually, that's he's holding one of the problems. So these little axle nuts right here, which are a good $50-ish each, yeah, and they're one-time use, and so you need 2 of them when replacing the axles. And we have 2 cars that have axles coming out, so we needed 4 of them.
They're on the way.
They're on the way. So I ordered some of these, and I had a next day air them because if I can get them here tomorrow, this car could be theoretically done tomorrow, because that would pretty much be like almost it. And the silver 408, well, so this is shoulder bolt as it's called, and as you can see, it's really thick, and then right here where the threads are, it gets really, really thin. And apparently they like to put an awful lot of thread locker on this. And hilariously, in the Ferrari manual, it basically says, oh yeah, you're going to strip out the Allens and probably break the bolt. Like, it's straight up, it's like, yeah, it was actually in the manual saying you're going to likely have to weld a nut onto this to get this out. So, well, anyway, it broke because as the manual basically said it would, it did. So that's good to know. If you're ever having to pull out the axle shafts, the output shafts from the transmission on these guys, you're gonna also need this bolt. And it's not cheap, and it's basically unobtainium. We had to search and search. I probably spent 2 hours searching last night. Randy probably spent at least an hour or 2. Josh probably spent an hour or 2. So between all of us, it's taken like a half a day's worth of work just to find this dumbass bolt. Yeah. Well, I found one, and it's ordered. And of course, they didn't have it as just the bolt. No, you gotta buy it as a whole kit. So, it costs way more than you'd think. It is what it is. So, we'll hopefully get that here in the next day or two, and then we can get the silver car done. And then we're also gonna try and get this car done, maybe even today. So that means we might have like 3 cars going out the door before we go to Tennessee. So we are going to the Tail of the Dragon next week. So we're trying to get as much as we can done before heading out because, well, we'd like to get these guys their cars back. The yellow car is the problem now. So that car, we got the module, we tried the module, and the module that was sent to us doesn't work. So we have the original module sent out to go get repaired. We don't have an ETA on that repair. They said typically 2 to 3 weeks, and we mailed it out last week. So, so we're only 1 week in. Yeah. Not really pleased about that. In the meantime, if we get all those cars done, I think we'll start working on that car, getting it converted. And I also need to pick up that bumper, and we also have another car that's going to get converted very soon. So, yeah, the service side is getting busy. Very, very busy. Oh, and at the end of the week, we're supposed to pick up the 458 that's going to get this brilliant exhaust, which we will film. It's also getting these shocks, these struts. So, yeah, it's a lot going on. Well, I am going to be flying out to Daytona, going to Daytona Beach in about, I don't know, my flight's at like 6, so I'm going to leave here about 3. So I got a little bit of time. I got a couple hours, so we'll just chill for now. Alrighty, it's like 3, almost 3 o'clock. I need to run to the airport, go fly to Daytona Beach. And I already got a notification that my flight's delayed, so I'm a little bit nervous because my connection is pretty short. So if I get delayed too much, I'm going to be screwed. I'm going to be stuck in Atlanta. So I may end up in Atlanta tonight and not in Daytona, in which case I'll be pissed. But it's not the end of the world. I'll just have to find like one of those sleep pods or something. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get to that in a little bit, but let's head to the airport, and we'll be back here on Thursday. So let's hit the road. Alright, YouTube. I'm in the Sky Club. They have an outdoor section at Austin. Been here for a couple hours. My plane leaves in about another hour. It got delayed quite a bit. Apparently there was a big storm on the East Coast. It's messed up everything. So this flight got delayed, but thankfully my other flight got delayed, which is the first time I ever wanted a flight to get delayed, because if it hadn't gotten delayed, I would have gotten stranded in Atlanta. But because both got delayed, I should be able to make the connection. Downside is now I don't get into Daytona until like 1 a.m. I'm supposed to meet and go like in the car at 9 a.m. So I'm gonna get like 5 hours of sleep or something stupid, but whatever. Anyway, I'm just gonna sit outside for a little bit, plane spot, get some fresh air, and yeah, that's it for now. Alright, trying to catch my flight at boards in a few minutes. We got in later than in thought. It got in at like 11. The next flight leaves at 11:20. So we'll see. I think I make it though. Alright, YouTube, made it to my hotel room. It is 2:18. Flight got delayed massively even after I hustled to the gate, and then we sat there forever. Everyone was in a bitchy mood. Funny thing about having a plane that's going to like Daytona Beach, it's all these old people, and they were all grouchy, and they acted like they had never flown before because they're all like, I'm never flying Delta again. It's like, dude, it was weather. Anyway, and then on the plane ride, it was super rough, like really, really bouncy, and someone had a dog on the plane that was barking the entire time. I'm super tired, but dude, I'm staying at the Daytona. Look at that. Daytona International Speedway across the street. Oh yeah, my flight was delayed so bad that Hertz was closed, so I couldn't get a rental I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow or just skip the rental car and just do an Uber. I had to do an Uber to get to here. The Uber cost almost as much as my rental. So dumb. It was $35 for the Uber. My rental car was $45. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm trying not to think about too much. All right, we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, YouTube. It is about 8 a.m. There is Daytona International Speedway. That's pretty cool. All right, I am not a big NASCAR fan, but let me tell you, this hotel is awesome. They have like some race cars down in the lobby and some cool shit like that. Top notch. Like, if I'm ever coming back to this area, I am absolutely staying here. Now, I don't have a rental car because, like I said last night, by the time I got in, Hertz was closed. So I need to compute which is going to cost more or less, just doing Ubers. It's probably going to be more to do Ubers. The problem is I don't know how much time I have. I'm supposed to meet him at 9, but I'm going to go downstairs and grab breakfast and compute all this while I'm grabbing breakfast. So let's go grab breakfast and then figure out what the hell we're doing. Okay, just waiting for my Uber. Really, I'm totally in love with this hotel. They had like some former race cars in the lobby and stuff, and just car themed and everything. If you're a gearhead and you're ever in this area, stay at the Daytona, as it was called. Anyway, wait for my Uber, and we'll go look at this car. And then we'll be done really early, because he wanted to meet early, and my flight's not till like 3, and there is like no other options today until like 7. So I'm just gonna go back to the airport and sit there and do work and chill. There we go. Okay, saggy helmet, a little bit of ripple.
These, you know what I'm right? I can take off and put in and
Totally forgot to film anything today. I'll talk about it when we get somewhere I can talk about it. I'm on the plane back to Atlanta, so I'll give you an update in a little bit. I'm heading to my gate, and dude stopped me. He's like, "Love the channel." I love that stuff. It's so funny. Said he bought a 430 because of the channel. So I love that. Hey, if you ever see me in public, say hi. I like it. It's fun. Alright, it's about 7:30, 7:40. I didn't really look at my clock, but flight went well. I had to divert way around because of the storms. Pretty rough flight too. Both the flights, everything, this whole trip was rough. Anyway, we're gonna go home, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be back at the shop, so bye. Well, good morning, YouTube. We're back at the shop. It is Thursday. Mo is here. Therefore, everything's going to be better today. Moses, what are you doing? I am smelling all the things. Well, it's also kind of rainy and shitty out, so yeah, it is what it is. Well, we've got a lot of moving things going on in the next few days. So we did get in this car. We just bought this 458. It is for sale. No idea if it'll still be for sale by the time this video comes out, but it is as of today, Thursday. So if you're interested in it, send us an email, sales@ngsupercars.com. If you're on our list, we will be mailing the list. I think we already did email the list. So if you're on the list and you're looking for a 458 and your specifications meet this car, then you probably got an email. And if you didn't get an email and you thought you should get an email, email Rachel and she'll adjust it. She'll adjust your settings on the list so that you're in the right place. But obviously dirty as hell, poor thing. But really clean, really nice spec. If I remember correctly, it's fairly low miles. Yeah, this is just a really nice car. So I don't expect it to last very long. Beautiful car, gonna be awesome. Randy is working on stuff as he does, and we're waiting on a bolt. That one bolt I showed you earlier that broke. We're still waiting on that. I thought I found one that would work, and the diameter of the bolt is like just maybe a 1/100th of a millimeter off or something, and it does not fit. So I was trying to buy like a normal bolt from McCaster Car or whatever, No. So I do have another one, our backup plan. That was the backup bolt. The actual bolt is supposed to be here, I think, today, hopefully. So maybe we can get that car done. I also need to ship out the 355. So that car, as you know, Autotech Nick and his buddies bought that car, and it is getting shipped out. I need to call the shipper and be like, yo, come get this thing and get it out of my face. Get out of my face! Go away! What else is going on? I think we're supposed to get the bumper back on that car any day now. We have another car that's at paint that we're supposed to get back today or tomorrow. Oh, there's the bumper. Right in front. Literally walked right past it. I'm an idiot. All right, well, we have a painted bumper. Nice. We can actually get that car going. We're going to get this car going, and we're going to get that Spider going. So that Spider is going to get converted. It's a client's car. We sold it, and the Aston is still here. Yeah. Oh, and we're still waiting on a part for the yellow 360. So that's the AC control module. We got the one, and it was bad. So we have another one on the way, and we sent out the original one to get repaired. Yeah, man, that's the kind of stuff that's just... Okay, I got to explain something to you guys, and I think most of you know this, but if you're in the Ferrari world, you must have patience, because things don't always go the way you want. Like parts, for example. Parts are a big problem. In fact, parts are the reason why I did not want to do service at all. I was scared of exactly this type of stuff, where you get parts that are unobtainium, or you can find it, but it's going to take months or whatever. And the problem is, no matter how much you try and explain that to people, people still get mad. I'm not saying this guy's bad, to be fair. I'm like I'm not pointing my fingers at him, being like, here, screw him. No, I'm just saying in general, like, that's just how crap is in this business, right? Everything is slow, especially on the acquisition of parts side. That's why we're trying super hard to build up an inventory of the common stuff that we use so that we can just keep things moving. But it's really hard because you get random things like that weird bolt breaking, and the probability of you having that bolt pre-stocked is like near zero. So that's the problem, right? So, but things that, we use all the time, like 430 engine mounts and trans mounts, or, clutches. We're keeping clutches in stock, even though they're like $5,000 each. We have 4 clutches in stock right now. So we have almost $20,000 in clutches chilling here, just waiting for cars. That's how much we know we're going to need those. But other stuff that's random, for example, this car needed the axles. We're not going to keep those in stock. Those don't go out that often, and they're like $3,800 each. No, anyway, I'm not bitching. I'm just saying, set your expectations, have patience. We're doing our best. Like, honestly, we're trying hard to make sure that we got parts ready for you guys, and when we have to order parts, we have good relationships established all over with multiple different companies. Frequently, we're buying stuff with AW Italian, but also we can get you parts from AW Italian. So if you want to order directly from us, order from us, and we'll get you parts from them. All right, I need to get caught up now that I'm back from the trip. Oh, the trip. I didn't explain everything that went on. So yes, we bought the car. So we'll have that car hopefully soon. I am trying to get it picked up today because the seller is going on a vacation for 2 weeks, flying out tomorrow. So I've got like a little bit of time to try and get that thing picked up. So actually, that's what I'm gonna do. First thing is I'm gonna call our shipper and just be like, here is the status of everything, what's going on. I think we've got 5 shipping events going on right now. So given the nature of shipping and how everything seems to go to crap, I'm just gonna go call him and like just work with him and be like, yo, let's just make sure we're all on the same page. It's a good idea. But anyway, the car I bought yesterday, great spec, really actually cleaner than I expected, really nice car. I actually have some service records, 2 keys. It has carbon fiber seats. We will take care of the bolster. The bolster's got some wear on it. We'll have our leather guy just take care of that seat. And the headliner's saggy. We'll take care of that. It does have some sticky buttons. We'll probably clean up some of those. And it needs tires. And I think that's kind of about it. Obviously, we'll do like a annual service. I didn't check the brake fluid because I couldn't get the brake reservoir cap off because it was on too tight and I didn't have pliers. You can't exactly like fly with those, so I don't bring them. But yeah, really good car, great trip. I'm glad I did it. The flight was super rough. All the flights, every flight I took, all 4 of them was rough. And lots of delays, lots of stuff going on in the world. So it was just kind of, people were all butthurt yesterday and traveling. My favorite, okay, I was telling Megan about this morning, and I think I mentioned it briefly, but flying to Daytona, it's like all old people, right? There's like you know, if the plane holds 150 people, there's 130 old people. Nothing wrong with that. That's fine. But the flight's delayed because of weather, right? Like, this isn't Delta's fault. It's just because of weather. So the crew was stuck on another plane that was late because of weather. So this plane's delayed because of weather. Well, the gate agent was actually being like super nice, trying to like joke around and blah, blah, blah. And I thought she was doing a great job. When the crew finally gets there, first of all, the crew wasn't running. They were walking. And I literally heard people bitching. They're like, oh, take your time. Walking so slow. One old bastard was like, I could literally walk on my hands faster. And I'm like, shut the f*** like, you old crotchety f***. And then this same old bastard, when Delta was like, oh, you know, like, we're boarding, blah, blah, blah. We hope to see you on our next flight, da, da, da. And he's like, I don't think so. You'll never see me again. And I'm just like, dude, shut the f*** up. Like, give me a break. You know that there's only three or so airlines you're going to choose from anyway. You're going back to Delta. It's shut up. Like, give me a break. God, you old bastards. Like, it's one thing when they actually legitimately screw up something, but like when weather comes in, what do they do? Like, damn you, God! Damn you! Like, we won't fly airplanes through thunderstorms and risk people's lives. That's literally what they want. Well, they're dumb. Anyway, let's get the day going. You've assumed a position. Good job. All right. Hold on. Oh, nope. Oh, he's getting up. Okay. All right, YouTube. It's like 5 in the afternoon. Moses is doing his job, walking around, letting his ears clean the floors. See? And trying to be as close to us as possible and get in the way whenever possible. He's doing a good job. It's Thursday, and tomorrow's Friday. So tomorrow will be the last day in this week on the life of running our dealership. And honestly, today was kind of quiet. Today was a lot of catching up on business stuff. I was doing a lot of inventory work, punching in numbers, getting stuff to be at the right inventory. Surprisingly, I didn't have to really spend any money today and order a bunch of parts. Although I did have to order a few parts for like jobs that are in progress. But yeah, we're getting closer to staying on top of things. So that's good. And we got in a ton of, so that was also the reason I was doing inventories. We got in a ton of parts that were shipped in today. And it's just kind of been a crappy day, raining and stuff. So tomorrow will be pretty busy, I think. We'll be able to finish up for sure that car. Probably not the silver car, and we won't have the parts for that car yet. So I don't know. Anyway, we got a lot of we have 5 cars currently in shipping in various forms. So there's that. But well, I guess that's it for today. So oh my God, I'm gonna go home at 5 instead of like 6 or 7. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna get to sit around and no, I won't. But, there's a bug. It's always a bug. This place has a lot of bugs. We're very rural here. We get a lot of bugs. Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning, and we'll be doing some I can't even talk. I should go home. I'm just gonna go home. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, YouTube. It's Friday, and look at John's car's back on the ground. We got the axle nuts really late yesterday. Randy must have slapped them on this morning, and hooray, it's back on the ground. So now all we have to do is replace the accelerator pedal and take it out for a test drive, which today, I guess, depends how badly we want to get the car all dirty, because it's supposed to be like this most of the day. Rainy, shitty, and kind of cold, but honestly, I like it. It's not bad. Reasonable temperature. And you see the 355 is over here now, so that's good. I don't have an ETA on shipping on that car yet. Not sure when it's getting picked up. And apparently the Land Rover's fixed. That was here. That's Josh's wife's car. It's had a coolant leak, as Rovers do. So yeah, there's that. And honestly, today might be kind of quiet. I don't know. We'll see how the day goes, but I'm not anticipating it to be a real crazy day. It's going to be some computer work, doing some behind-the-scenes stuff, and maybe a little bit of wrenching here and there, but I don't know. It should be kind of chill. And then tomorrow, actually, is our first Saturday meet. So we have a monthly meet here at the shop, the first Saturday of every month, from 9 a.m. till about 11-ish. And so far, the weather is saying that the rain will actually stop for tomorrow, which would be great, because for 2 months in a row, we haven't been able to have the first Saturday meet because it's been raining. So I'd like to actually have it this month. Yeah, we'll see how, if the weather cooperates or not. Hopefully it does. But in the meantime, I can't mow the lawn. I need to mow the lawn, but I can't because, rain. So I guess we'll just do other things for now. Well, she's on her way to Colorado and then eventually to Seattle, where Nick's going to take out the engine and fix it. So we'll have to go visit him, but transport's here. All right. There she goes. Onward to Nick to get fixed up. Oh yeah, it's kind of crappy out today. Bye-bye F1 GTS. Well, another chapter in close NG friends closed, I guess. All right, YouTube, it's late in the day. Everyone's gone. It's Friday. I'm gonna go home and chill. Tomorrow we've got our first Saturday meet. I think it looks like the weather is gonna cooperate. I hope. So I'm gonna hedge my bet and say it's not the end of the video, and I'll film tomorrow, but it probably is the end of the video. So I'm gonna actually give my outro, and then I'll show some stuff if it actually happens tomorrow. So thank you as always. All of you are so awesome. Thank you so much for watching. We do appreciate all of you for having supported us for all of this time. It's been literally a decade, and I recognize so many of your names in the comments every single video, and it's awesome. I appreciate that. And so many of you have bought cars or t-shirts or whatever stuff from us, donated when we had a flood. Y'all have been amazing. Super awesome. I couldn't have done this without you, and so I just like to be grateful for all of you whenever I get a chance to. And right now I was just thinking about that, how it's awesome. So that being said, we'll see you guys next week, and we're gonna be doing a lot of cool car stuff, so you're gonna want to stay tuned. It's gonna be sweet. What's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for coming out. Well, we have, huh? Yeah, we finally have a nice day, and we have a large turnout for our first Saturday meet. Thankfully, it's been forever. Nice. Well, there you go. That's it for this video. We'll see you guys in the next one.